Hi, this is Tai Pan, the hobo who works at shadseye.com, and today we're going to look at something a little bit different for you guys. In fact, we're looking at the Foscom F18905W, and what that is a wireless IP camera. Now, this is a security camera that retails for under $100 US, making it completely affordable for anybody who wants to have their own security system set up at home and control themselves within their own range and budget. Now, so first of all, to get an idea what we've got here in the box, you might be wondering what you might be wanting to use a camera like this for. And I can tell you that it might be very useful to keeping an eye on your tool shed, your front entrance of your home, or the rear entrance, or even any window area that you think is important for people gaining access to your house. Or possibly you want to know what time the various delivery people are dropping by your home while your wife's lounging around. Or maybe you just want to check to know what time your kids get home when they get home from school or at night, and double check on them as well. So maybe a little bit creepy if you think about some of those things, but it does give you eyes on basically everything you want to be watching for security purposes. Now you can see here's the base unit of the Foscom device itself. It's actually not too large. It's got a nice hooded shield on it to help you keep out the elements of the rain. Remember that it is indoor and outdoor usable. And you can see coming off the back of here is a single cable that connects to, whether you like to connect directly to your Ethernet port, or remember the device also works wirelessly. There's a connection to the power, which comes out of this little baby right here. And then the last little doohickey sticking out here is a reset button for when you want to reset your device. Now, also inside the box is the power adapter that connects to your power supply. So if you're looking at the power adapter, actually you can see the cord's not that long, so you're going to want to position the device either close to an extension cord or close to the power supply itself. So you can see that actually just connects directly into your actual camera here. And that powers up the whole device, and that's how it works from there. We've got the Ethernet cable that connects through here as well. And importantly, we've got the Wi-Fi antenna, which attaches right here on the back of the device, quite simply like so. And once that's done, once you're all plugged in, you're basically up and running. One of the things I have to say about the device is incredibly easy to set up. I didn't know anything about security cameras. I had never used it before. A product like this before, and I thought, okay, I better figure this thing out so I can show people how to use it, and it was really easy to do. So that's definitely one major plus about the device. It comes with a user manual and some CD inside of the box. The user manual's got good instructions in English and very detailed and very well thought out, so this is obviously a mature manual that's been done well. And the software that comes inside of the box is quite useful, as you'll see in a few moments as we go over and kind of walk you through that as well. The drivers and software are all on this little CD here. The software did look a little bit 1980s as it popped up on the screen and was set up there, but its functionality is very good. Not to be forgotten in the box, of course, is a stand for mounting the device. Actually, it's quite useful. It's got quite a bit of rotation degrees, so you can move the thing around. Once you've got it positioned in where you like it with the Allen key, that's also handily included in the packaging. You basically set up your device where you want to. Attaches along the bottom. They've got 3 different slots there based on how much distance you need away from the wall. One of the first slots is for if you're looking vertically to attach like so. The middle one is probably if you want to hang it from the ceiling mounted for upside down like so. And the software allows you to flip the video up and down or mirror it if you need to, per se. And the front camera is probably for balancing it in positions where you're going to mount it on top of something like so. So clicking the desktop icon for the camera tool brings open a very simple command line interface that shows the IP address. Clicking that opens up your browser and brings you to the actual interface for the camera functions. Logging in there with the admin password, which is default, and username, and then moving on to the login button clicks you through to the actual interface itself. Interface is easy and simple to use. You can see on the right the video that the image that's being captured at the moment. On the left, with the green light over the one there, shows you that there's one camera that's been set up and connected to the interface at the moment. Down where the operator functions are, there's quite a few features where you can fool around with the resolution a little bit, the megahertz level, and the frames per second can be adjusted as well. Going back up to the visitor center, you can show people one camera or also a selection of numerous cameras that might be available and connected to your system. There's an on-screen display function, and there's also, for those who want to record video right there on the fly as they're watching something of note, a button that they can click to actually start recording any one of the particular cameras and start picking up video for that to download directly to your desktop. The administration part of the functions, there's quite a few more features to play with, but again, they're all very intuitive and easy to understand how to set up. I had no troubles figuring them out whatsoever, setting up the time, date stamp, things like that might be useful. The other thing that's quite good is the alarm services. We talked a little bit about motion detection before. This is something where you can set it up so that your device will send you an image when there is motion detected and send it to you in an email, which is quite useful, or start recording video, which can be useful as well. So if there's something going on and happening that you should be captured and saved, it'll do an automatic video recording of that. And that's basically the interface. There's a lot more functions beyond what we were just showing you there, but it's very easy to use and quite simple to understand. So the Foscom F18905W, which is for the waterproof, day and night with the infrared sensor here on the front of the device for tracking all that stuff going on in front of you, and motion detection. We didn't really talk about that in too much detail, but that's a fantastic part of the device because it saves you a lot of your hard drive space. It's only going to capture video when there's movement in front of the camera that it's detecting. It'll also do a mail alert sense a picture or movement and send a mail alert to you. So you actually know when you're being robbed or infiltrated somehow, rather than going home later and reviewing your video. The sensitivity settings on that allow it so that it can basically detect only some major movements. You don't have little falling leaves or something in front of the device, set it off, but a major movement like somebody trying to enter your home or passing in front of it would trigger the device. And that's a fantastic and necessary feature set. Overall, we were impressed with the device. We've got some final video footage to wrap up the video with you, of showing a distance of about 40 feet, what it looks like in an indoor setting. We set it to 60 Hz so that it wouldn't capture the flicker of the overhead lighting in the office environment that we set it up in, and you can finally kind of see how well it picks up a picture, and like I say, the distance is about 40 feet.